Hello. Okay, another one of my thoughts. Having a fag, having a slurpee. Nearly finished my slurpee and halfway done with fag, so we're getting there. Okay. This one, my thoughts. This one is about divorce. Not a very cheerful topic, but it's a one that's come in. This is from Maya, or Maya, M-A-Y-A, Maya. It says, bro, your thoughts on how to get over divorce after 20 years of marriage. My thoughts on how to get over divorce after 20 years of marriage. I'm so sorry for you, Maya. I know it's an awful situation, regardless of who sort of instigated it, him or you or whatever. How to get over it, it's the same as anything in life, really. You've got to allow yourself some time, grieving time. And I say grieving, we always think of grieving as something to do with death, and grieving is about a loss, a deep loss. And it's also about a longing. It's also about the end forever of something. So it could be the end of a job. You end a job after 20 years, you know, and although you're glad to get out of there, that's why you've left, you will miss maybe certain elements of the job. You will miss perhaps some of the people there, some of the friendships that you forged over the years, certain things about it or what it gave to you, you will miss that. And often when you leave a job like that, you don't realise just how much you missed a certain aspect of it. And so that's a grieving, really, because it's a longing, it's a loss, it's something that you can never ever return to. And any relationship or any job or anything like that is exactly that. It is a grieving process. So how to get over divorce after 20 years is exactly that. Give yourself time, grieve. There will be, in the back of your mind, there must be some good times. 20 years, there must have been some good times, you know. You will miss those good times. And that's what I say about the loss. You've now lost them and you'll be longing for them. You'll be wanting them. So it is a form of grieving, definitely. So the only advice I can give to you, give to anybody over anything really, is give it time. Time is a great healer. We all know that. Can you hear me belly? I'm starving, I am. I'm on a little bit of a diet, not major, but a little bit of a diet. Which means I eat nothing in the day until tea time, and then have an evening meal then. Or if I'm really hungry, it's 11:51 now and the belly's talking to me, so I've got a couple of little, what they call breakfast bars, and they got kind of crushed oats, crushed nuts, crushed honey, things like that. So I might go and have a couple of them, might do. But I got other plans to do today, I got things to do. But yeah, Maya, how to get over divorce after 20 years. It's a long process, I think, really, you know. Things will get better, and they get better quite quickly, but it's still, certain elements of it will be a long process. I often think that it took this long to do something, so it takes this long to undo it, to let it go. I'm not saying it's going to take you 20 years, because a lot of people, they get divorced and within a year or two they're married again, you know, so perhaps they miss the element of being married or of having a partner there every day or something like that. Again, grieving, loss, longing. But yeah, I think just to give yourself time is the most important thing. And the other thing I would say is try and fill that space. You know, it's a difficult thing for you, a very difficult thing for you. Who were you 21 years ago? 21 years before you were married. What happens in life is we lose ourselves within a partnership often. And we can't remember who we were. We've always been a they. Oh, they like this, they're going there, they're on holiday. Are they in? They've gone for a walk. They this, they that. But who are you? Who's Maya? Who was Maya? Could you step back into that life, that 21 years ago? Those things you used to enjoy, you used to like. Can you remember what they were? Could you try to rekindle some of them? Or if not, could you start a new life? New hobbies, new interests, new things in your life, really. Try and fill that space in however ways you can. You know, perhaps have a new set of friends, join a club or a society or whatever, you know, leisure club or something like that. Not far from where I live, there's a walking club. I don't do it, but there's a walking club, and they meet once a week, every week on a certain day. I think it's 1 o'clock, and they go out walking from 1 till 3. And that's a great thing, because you haven't really got to talk to anybody unless you feel up to it. And then, of course, along with that, you've got, when you do start chatting in a club, you've got somebody getting married or somebody's birthday, or, you know, so you end up going out to a party of an evening or whatever, you know, so you can fill a space with other things, really. But don't be in a hurry to do that either. You know, divorce is an awful situation. Any grieving, any loss is an awful situation. And people rush sometimes to fill that gap. And actually you need to understand that gap. You need to live in that gap for a while, I think, you know, and just accept the situation as it is. Yeah, there will be awful times probably for you. There will be grieving. You probably will be in tears and upset and all the rest of it, and probably angry and bitter, and you know, it goes on and on and on what might come to you. But that's fine, because all feelings and all lessons in their own sort of right, you know. But yeah, how to get over divorce after any length of time is simply that: to give it time. Give it time to understand everything you feel is normal. Grieving, loss of a person, when we grieve, anything we feel is totally normal, anything. So you're grieving now, whatever you feel is totally normal. But if you can have a few things in place and have a little bit of fun, try and put a smile on your face if and when, then you will get through. And you will. We're so resilient. You don't know how strong you are sometimes, you know, until you're put in a situation like this, and you will survive. You will not only survive, but you'll thrive. You really will. Come back to me in 2 years' time. We'll see how you are then. You'll be a completely different person. Completely. I wish you well, Maya. Thank you. Take care. Be well.